Previously on Dumbgeons and Dragons.
You see the tower with the surrounding overgrown maze.
Captain Neth, are you going to just chill here and wait for us?
It would probably be quicker.
Oh, we'd like you to stay.
You enter the village, you're walking down streets, and there are various different people. You are, smiled at and greeted. We welcome all visitors, and they can come try their hand at the maze, but we try to warn them that they will have a difficult time. She leads you to a path that leads directly up to the maze. You notice movement high up on the tower. Heroes! They saw you in the village! I've taken the mask, but they'll realize it's missing within minutes! Look for me beneath the tower! This is the key that will let you teleport into the dungeon! You run into the path, and you've entered an open area, which is an intersection, where 8 paths converge symmetrically. A sundial stands in the center of the intersection. The shadow from its gnomon points straight toward the tower.
I think this one right ahead of us.
It's as good a guess as any.
You come back into the very same sundial area. The shadows are now pointing to A and C.
How about this one? And I gesture to C.
On our way to entrance C, Russ, I would like to drop some coins or something on the ground to mark our entry there.
You enter a large square courtyard, and filling the center of this courtyard is a circular pool of water. A garnet gemstone hovers 1 foot above the center of this pool. Donnie flies to the center, and as he grabs it, a pincer claw reaches up and grabs his claw. The room is clear of jewels. Donnie has the garnet in hand. You enter back into the sundial room, and it is still at A and C.
Can we see the coins I dropped on the ground? Are they still there?
They appear to have disappeared. Welcome to Dumbgeons and Dragons. We are a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast, and I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore, and with me today is Amy Moore.
And I can't even handle it.
And also with me, who do you play?
Oh, I play Thia Anastasia.
Also with me is Carla Johnson.
I think I can handle it, but I definitely play Nulara Moonbrook.
And Tom Laird.
I can 100% handle it, and I play Flint Firebeard.
Coming in confident, Tom.
I like it.
Gotta start high. There's never ever been a drop-off when you start at the top, right?
Yep.
So.
Never. You just keep going up.
Never. That's how things work.
You did just watch Never Stop, Never Stopping, so...
Oh, so good.
You just got your confidence level right up here.
Right?
Yeah.
It is a good movie.
It's no
I'd like to hear
Popstar.
more.
Delightful.
I was going to say, I'd like to hear more about Pupstar, which apparently has had repeated viewings in the Moore
that was
household.
Yes.
Popstar 2.
Oh, Pupstar.
Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
Popstar,
Sorry.
Popstar 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we
Popstar 2.
watched.
Yeah, no, it was really good. You know, little tiny dog making it big.
Amy watched it
Perfect.
more intently than Addison did.
I don't know why
Okay.
either. It sucked me in and it was bad.
It's because your mother never let you watch talking animal movies.
It's true. It was like the one thing. She let me watch Terminator
Wow.
2 when it came out. I was like, what, 8?
But Babe?
But she wouldn't let me watch Babe, Pig in the City.
Wow. That's
I
a
mean, it was the
weird,
sequel,
weird choice.
so-
She's like, Amy, it's a talking pig. Though there was one movie that we were allowed to watch with animals talking, and it was Homeward Bound.
Okay.
It's a good
OG
choice.
animal
It's a
because
classic.
movie.
Yeah.
That one, the dog's mouths
It
don't
wasn't
move.
a classic then, Carla.
I was going to think that maybe it was the incredibly sad Disney Fox and Hound.
But that's animated.
That's animated.
That's
Still,
animated.
though.
I'm
Disney.
sure you
though.
must have got to watch talking animated animal movies, right?
Did you get to watch Look Who's Talking?
No. Well, it's not that she didn't let me watch it. We just never watched it. I think to this day I still haven't watched it.
I mean, the
Oh,
first
well,
one...
you are clearly missing out.
The first one is pretty great.
Welcome to our podcast
The
where we talk about
remaining
movies
12
Amy wasn't allowed to watch when she was
Not
little.
good.
I'd like it. Hey, Amy, let's put it on the list. It's
Okay.
another one of our podcasts we're going to do.
Perfect.
Anytime now we're going to launch a
Things
different
I
one.
missed out from my childhood.
Can we do television shows as well? Because I have a bunch I wasn't allowed to
Oh,
watch
me too.
when I was a
Well, I
kid.
didn't have TV, so we have endless content.
Oh, wow.
It's the podcast that will keep renewing
any
itself.
show that exists, I did not see,
Perfect.
Wow.
basically, unless I was at a friend's house.
All right, so I'm just waiting on you guys to just take the reins on one of those ideas.
Anytime now. One of
expand
them's going to
this-
stick.
Sure, it's going to
Expand this
happen.
podcast network that we have
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, our empire's
We're a
going to grow.
network.
This network of one.
I have some narrative podcast ideas. Truly, I actually do. But
fun.
it seems like a lot of work, so I'll get back to you on it.
Let's talk, Carla, because that sounds like a great idea.
That does sound very interesting.
I'm willing to get you off the ground on that one.
I'd listen to it. I would give you 5 stars on iTunes.
Somebody talk about the contest that we have
Amy.
going on.
Let's talk about that instead of shows and other podcasts. I'll do it. Can I do it?
Yes.
We have a contest. It is for, I don't know why we're doing it. Why are we doing it? Just because we love people that listen to us?
Because we love people and we want to give them stuff, but we also want something in return.
Yeah, because love ain't free. Our love is not free. Do you hear me?
Our love can be bought with art, I guess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Like art, let's it is a fan art contest, but it should be very loosely defined as a fan art contest because maybe what you can create doesn't really resemble what would traditionally be known as art, and that's fine. That's fine. We just celebrate low art here as well.
There's imaginary quotation marks around art.
Exactly.
And art.
So the contest goes until, I don't know, end of August?
September 31st.
If you want to submit some fan art of any caliber or type, then you need to post it with the hashtag Amy, please.
Hashtag Amy, please.
No.
Yep,
No.
that's the one.
Hashtag dumb dragon fart. Because it's fan art. And farts are funny.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already seen some, and it's pretty
Yes.
great.
I feel like I forgot some important details there. Please fill them in for me, Russ,
so
or anyone else.
Did we? I don't know. Did we talk about what you win?
Nope.
Okay, so the big
You
thing.
give us art, and that's it.
That's the end of the
Maybe
contest.
you
End.
say thank
That's
you.
the contest.
Good. Okay, so when you submit your fan art, any caliber, names get put into a hat. It'll get put into a randomized internet list.
Yeah, not an actual hat.
Yeah.
Well, the
I
first
mean,
time it did go into...
It did go into a
Literal
literal
hat.
No,
Oh.
into
Yeah.
a bag.
And then Amy told me I shouldn't do that anymore because we had a whole bunch of names and she didn't want to see me writing them out for a long time.
It was brutal. you
It's a
guys.
waste of paper. It's more environmentally friendly.
But
just
it's
to put them
more
into
like
the-
of a show.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
It's like, look at all these things in the hat.
Get
Dressed
the
as love
tombola out
Yeah.
and give it a spin.
Theatricality.
Exactly.
Isn't it a
Anyways,
tombola?
we
Yeah.
haven't talked about what you win yet. So what you
Right.
win is our good friends at Pop Culture Wars have decided that they're doing custom t-shirts. So you should go check that out, popculturewars.com. Promo code DumbDragon, get yourself 10% off your own custom t-shirts. But what you win with the fan art contest is a limited edition Dumbgeons and Dragons design done by our other good friend, Matt Garbutt, who does all of our latest designs.
Yeah, we're kind of obsessed
Which,
with him right now.
by this point, you've probably seen. Because I should see, as of this recording, a draft of it by tomorrow. And then hopefully within the week. So, yeah, you should have seen it by now.
That's
And
fun.
it's so cool.
It's very
It's going to be
exciting.
so cool.
Hey,
It's going to be so cool.
yeah,
It's got
gonna be great.
things happening. It
It has to do with a podcast.
has to do with this podcast and these characters.
Wow.
Right?
And he does good art, so it's going to be great.
He does. He does great stuff.
Yeah.
So go do that. Hashtag DumbDragonFart. Post us your art stuff. And if you want to support us, we're also on Patreon. Tom can tell you about Patreon.
Yeah, patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. Russ? Yes, nailed it. Was just waiting for
Got
that
it.
nod. So we do one episode a month. It comes out on the 15th of every month. Currently, right now, we're just about, well, I guess it will have been released already. We'll release our first episode of our Fate campaign. Technically, it's like the third episode, but it'll be the first one that features us actually using the characters and everything that we're like made.
Actually comes out today.
Oh, it comes
as
out
well
today.
as this is released. Yep.
Amazing. Also, on that Patreon list of episodes is an 11-episode arc that I did in the D&D world of Faerun as well, but with different characters for Russ, Amy, and Carla to play and navigate that crazy world with. And we have other fun things like character sheets that come out fortnightly.
And a goog hang.
And
You
a
can
monthly
see our-
Goog Hang.
There's
see
so
our-
much.
Our dumb faces.
It's true.
So
Just
much
kidding.
going on over there.
3 beautiful faces and 1 dumb face.
Uh-oh, who's the dumb face?
Uh-oh.
Me.
Oh.
I'm a dumb face.
I don't think
I
that's
thought
true.
that was going to be a
You
jab
guys,
at
you
me.
all
Come
pointed
on.
at yourselves.
I didn't.
It was me. I wasn't gonna like zing
like, I
you
know.
guys.
He was like, it's Russ.
Over here.
So yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I'm dumb
patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. Lots of great people. lots
I
of
don't
great
know if I
things.
missed anything else with Patreon.
There's also other stuff. But go check it out. I don't want to spoil it all.
Yeah, no spoilies. You go look, do some work yourself.
Yeah.
Amy's
Yeah.
cantankerous today.
God.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. We got a death maze to face.
Yeah, I'm
so
just trying to be like
get jacked
tough
for it.
because guys, I feel like someone's gonna die today.
Fuck it, guys. Let's play D&D.
That was great timing.
I was waiting for a good cue.
He was waiting for Tom not to be able to
He was
interrupt
waiting for
him.
time to take
Right?
a drink of something. He's like, God, he's got to be the Perrier. Come on,
Ugh. It's the lemon Perrier, though. It's no good.
but you're drinking
I
it
love
anyway.
You've entered back into the sundial where there's the intersection where there are 8 paths converge symmetrically, and the shadows are pointed again towards A and C.
Where is the tower in relation to the pathways?
Tower's pointed towards H.
Okay, so it's different than the last time we were in this room.
Yeah, and Flamikins pipes up and she's like, because it's getting kind of dark now, and she's like, what? Flamikins, there I am.
Let's get fucked.
Let's get
That's not
fucked.
what Flanagan sounds like.
We're in this maze next jewel pool. We're jumping in. No. Hey guys, look at these stars. They seem kind of weird.
I looked up. What do I see?
Make a check. Make a check.
7. Wait, am I just perception?
Like a nature check.
Oh, I got
9.
just like fucking bags of nature. Bags of it.
Big
That's
old
all I got.
bags of nature.
Oh, fuck. You guys, there's a big hole in my bag of
Oh,
nature.
no.
It's empty. The bag of nature's empty because I rolled a
Do I need to
3.
roll a nature roll?
Yeah.
So
think
I
you
only
might
got a
need to.
9.
I also got a 9.
Yeah,
I got a 15.
but I have a +6. Okay, that's better.
I got a 15 with no bonus.
You're looking up and you're like, yeah, they're stars. He looks to Flamikins. You recognize that they don't look like constellations or stars that you are familiar with.
Guys, something's weird about the sky. I don't recognize anything up there.
Yeah, like when I'm out at sea, because I was a pirate, you guide by the stars, but these are not stars that I'm familiar with.
Well, maybe this whole place is in, like, you know, another world or something. That's something now. We haven't really talked about
We've
it.
gone into it. It's true. Or like this is just like a little pocket dimension where they fuck with us in the maze or something.
Thaddeus says that looks to be exactly what it is. Good call.
Oh, a pocket dimension where they fuck with us. Classic.
Oh, fuck with your pocket dimension.
I mean, that's what I would do if I was making a killer maze.
Man, if only it was the let's get fucked pocket dimension, it would be so much better.
Maybe we'll find one of those. Like,
Yeah, we'll see.
probably not here.
Well,
though.
they never want anyone to get through these mazes, so maybe they will just put up a pub somewhere where you just don't take your squeaky toy elsewhere.
Beg
Russ.
the pardon of the squeaky toy dog in this episode. There's your disclaimer.
She's here. She's not leaving.
No,
She's settled in with her squeaky toy.
all good.
Yeah, maybe they just set up a pub somewhere and, you just sit in and the beer's real good and you never have to pay and that's where you get stuck. Let's not get trapped like that, you guys. Let's not do that.
Sounds like a weird purgatory, but a good one at the same time.
So last time we walked, and it was only pointed to A, we walked down A, and then we came back in and it changed. But when we went in the last one,
See.
there was no change, but we had to fight shit.
So if the shadow's still pointing at A and C, do we try C again?
But there was change because the shadows were at A and C, but the tower was at D, and now the tower's at H.
Right.
Well, H
So maybe we just
it's
go
in the
H because
opposite
that's the way the
place.
tower is.
Sure.
Because I mean, we went A because that was the way the tower was originally, and then we went
C, because that's where the
C
shadows
because that's
were.
where the shadow was, but the tower was at D. So maybe we should have went tower and ignored the shadows.
Everybody make a perception check as well.
Ah, my strongest one. Thanks,
Oh,
Russ.
You
motherfucker!
got like a huge perception bonus.
Yeah, but
7.
still.
11. I am just killing it on these rolls,
15.
by the way.
It,
That was
Could have
a
been
4.
bigger.
it doesn't matter. It was a very low roll that you needed. So you also notice as you're kind of looking at the stars and looking around, and that the moon is up now, and that the shadow the light that it's casting and the shadows that are casting on you are clearly not making the shadow that's on the sundial. So your shadows are going in one direction, whereas the sundial appears to be making its own shadows.
Fucking magical shadows. I agree with Flint. Let's try to follow the tower. What have we got to lose?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we tried C last time, and it led us to come back to this same place after a big fight room. So, yeah?
I say let's give it a shot.
So you walk down H, and you walk
Sorry,
for...
quick question.
Yay.
With the garnet, I vaguely remember checking to see if it fits in the sundial anywhere. Does it?
No,
Okay.
it does not.
Okay, cool. Sorry, we walk 4.
You begin walking down H, and you walk for about a little bit more than a minute, and you come into a new area. You emerge from a path into an area far larger than any open area you expected to encounter in the maze garden. This rectangle space must be 90 feet across, with its far side almost 150 feet away. It looks like a boulder-strewn pasture, with a large pond to one side and a fenced vegetable garden and oversized cottage on the other. Sheep graze in the pasture, tended by a pair of cyclops. But none of them are moving. They all appear frozen in time.
Do I see any obvious exit out the other side of this pasture?
Yes, you do. Off to the far other side, there appears to be another path, much like the last area you were in. There was one directly across.
I whisper, guys, and then I start to sneak quietly because I don't want to wake up the cyclops.
As soon as you begin to advance into the area, the creatures spring to life, with the sheep grazing and the cyclops chatting idly to each other. What do you do after you see that?
Do they see me?
I just said they're chatting idly to each other.
Well, I mean, they only have one eye, so...
Their peripheral's a little bit more narrow.
They're chatting idly. I couldn't help myself. I sneak quickly behind a boulder, because you said this was boulder strewn, right?
Very boulder strewn.
Okay, I whoosh behind a boulder.
Make a stealth check. What are you doing at the entrance there? Everybody else.
Just
chilling.
watching Thea dance behind boulders.
Yeah. It's a 6.
So Thea thinks she's really sneaky, and she stops, and she puts her hands out, and then she tucks and rolls. It makes a little bit of noise because everything starts rattling together that she's carrying.
Oh,
And the Cyclops notice, and they look up, and they notice over to you and all the other people entering.
because I'm the only one who clumsily jumped behind a boulder and just left you
I'm
guys
picturing when a 5-year-old does a somersault and it's
100%.
so cute,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
not
Yeah.
good. That's what I'm picturing.
I think that's what it was.
So cute. It's nice.
And then you see them kind of exchange a few unheard words, and they play a sort of game that's analogous to rock, paper, scissors. And one loses, and both Cyclops begin to approach you. And they don't appear to be carrying any weapons.
How big are cyclopses? Are they giant? Are they?
They're pretty big,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
like
I
double
know
the
we've
size of
seen them
human.
before.
Well, you guys did run into one in a certain cave in the
Recently.
Patreon games. So,
Yeah. Cyclops are huge giants, so they are quite big.
Okay.
They are walking towards you. They don't appear to have any weapons.
I want to climb up on the boulder.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You can just climb up on the boulder.
Good, because
You don't have to
I
roll.
haven't
You can
rolled
just,
over a 10 yet.
just climb up on the boulder. What is?
I haven't rolled over a 5
I
yet.
think I need to start rolling with my right hand. I climb This is me taking off my wrist brace for those of you playing the home game.
I love Amy's strategies to have better rolls. Use different dice. Use my other hand.
You should start using the digital dice, see if those do better for you.
No, I want to roll.
What is everybody else doing? Flamekins is like, yeah, I want to be up on a rock too.
I just kind of give him like a wave, like a hello.
One of them waves back to you.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, that's nice. Kind of surprising.
Nulara, you and Thaddeus are just chilling. And they continue towards you. And as they get to about within 20 feet of you, the one that lost the game scoops up a small boulder from the ground and gestures towards you and your party. He then looks downfield and heaves the boulder 100 feet, where it bounces and rolls another 20 feet. Both Cyclops then turn and face you, looking kind of expectant at you.
I am applauding wildly.
Me too, I'll also clap. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on top of this boulder, just like... Wow.
Well, once you guys start clapping, I'll start clapping because
you'll look like an asshole. Like, yeah. I could do
exactly. I don't want to be the dick that's not clapping. Plus, it was
an impressive throw.
Fucking good throw.
They're just standing staring at you as you applaud them.
I say, that was a great
good at
throw.
Throwing. Should one of us throw?
None of them respond to you.
I pick up a little pebble that I find on top of the boulder and I huck it.
You throw a pebble and they look at it and look at each other and kind of chuckle and then look back at you.
What language do they speak? Giant, or do they have Cyclops? Do they have their own language?
I believe it's giant.
No, yeah, you know they speak giant.
I don't speak giant.
I do. So I say, hello. We're trying to get to the tower. Which way should we go?
They don't answer your question, but they say, well, you need to play game.
Okay. Is it a throwing game?
Yes, you go pick up boulder, you throw farther, and then you pass.
Only one of us has to do that? Only one has to throw further, we all can go?
And any throws.
Okay.
Must go farther.
Okay. Nobody else speaks giant, right? You guys?
Well, there is like a certain someone in my head that does speak giant, but he's not in control right now.
Okay. So anyway, I explained what they said. Like, we have to play this game. If one of us can throw the boulder, pick up the boulder and throw it further than they did, then we can go.
That's ridiculous. These things are huge.
But you're magic. Don't you have
Oh yeah, maybe
enlightening?
Maybe like Thaddeus could do something.
Maybe
Who knows?
Thaddeus, do you know Mage Hand?
Mage Hand lifts 10 pounds.
Oh.
Max.
Well, some DM did their research. God.
Jeez, yeah. Hang on here. Let me just bring up Thaddeus's character sheet because I have an idea.
I could conjure.
Yeah, I know lots of magic.
That could maybe carry something this big. I don't know if I could get it to throw it, though.
We need to, put a levitate spell on something or something so that it, so that it's light, so we can just, push it. I hope they don't speak common, so we're just talking strategy.
They're just staring at you. They don't seem to be minding too much what
Thaddeus does have a levitate spell.
Okay.
But it can, let's see here, it can rise up to 20 feet, but it will just be, suspended there. So, yeah, I guess we'd have to, push it or something to...
We'd have to, cast it, pretend to lift it, throw it, right? I assume magic is against the rules, probably, but there's no way we can do it otherwise, I don't think.
Yeah, my other solution also involved magic, so...
They haven't said no magic. I don't want to ask, because I feel like...
Because, yeah, Thaddeus, with Grants' spellbook, also has induce or enlarge or reduce. So you could take a small a small rock, lift it up, throw it, and as it's being thrown, transform it into a large rock.
Right. Still, that's still an awfully far throw.
Yes, that's a long way to go.
We would need a lot of strength to do something like that.
Yeah. Also, levitate only has a 60-foot range, so Thaddeus would have to
you'd have to chase it,
walk alongside it. But it can levitate something up to 500 pounds, so that's good.
We make some sort of catapult?
I don't know how to do that.
Some sort of trebuchet?
In theory, probably, like, one of us could know how to do that.
I mean, I'm a former soldier.
But not quickly,
so,
exactly. But not like...
We need a half a day to build this.
Yeah. Don't worry, Iskander. We're coming. We're in a hurry. We're like,
we're doing
building
our
a
best.
trebuchet.
Has the door behind us disappeared?
Nope.
Should we just leave, you guys? Like...
This
You
is...
throw or what?
We'll see. We're talking strategy. We're not as
Okay.
naturally gifted as you
Oh,
at throwing.
yeah, you puny.
Yeah, we are. Can we go back the way we came and maybe come back later? Try and play the game?
I mean, sure.
Okay. Okay, guys, they're not going to try and stop us if we leave the way we came. We can leave and go try a different one.
I slide off the boulder. I'm into it. Let's go.
So you exit back the way you came?
Yeah.
All right, so...
There's no shame in
Hey.
running away.
No?
Well, because we don't know. Like, last time it just, like, scooped us back in. But you're right. Let's just try a different one. It's not like we have to go there because that's where we ended up. Or maybe we do, but we'll find out.
All right, well, let's go, because I wasn't going to lift that thing. And you guys all begin to walk back out the way you came, and you walk for, I don't know, a little less than a minute this time, and you find yourselves back in the open pasture.
God damn it.
And the Cyclops see you, and they're like, ha, ha, ha. They thought they could leap without throwing boulder.
You guys got us.
We
You got us.
them. Yeah, we did.
You got us.
So you throw boulder or what?
Yeah, we're gonna
I try to lift the boulder nearest to me.
work something out.
No, you throw boulder, we threw. That way it's fair.
Oh, same boulder.
Well, that way it's fair.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
What did he say?
So we need to go throw the boulder that he threw so that it's fair.
I start walking to the boulder.
Okay, me too.
I want to
let's go see.
investigate this thing. Maybe it's a lot later than we think it's going to be. It's not. Spoiler alert. It's not.
Probably
gonna be
not.
Later.
So,
But you're right. It's worth a shot.
yeah, as you approach the boulder that they threw, you examine it. It's about 2 feet in diameter, and just giving it the old heave-ho, you could probably guess that it weighs about 500 pounds, maybe more.
Oh my god! And it's only 2 feet.
It's a hefty boulder.
It's some dense.
2 feet
Dense.
in diameter. It's a dense, like, heavy rock.
Guys, this must be like 1,000,000 pounds.
Okay,
Flint, you're
who's got a
really
good
strong.
idea?
Yeah, do you want to? Well, how many tries do we have to throw it the farthest? Is it just we just keep throwing till we get it, or we throw once and like something horrible will happen?
This is good questions, which I then ask them.
You just have to throw boulder farther than we throw boulder.
Okay, we just have to throw it further than they threw it.
This is flawed because we're gonna get tired after the first time, and then.
Well, there's, I think, no way we can throw it non-magically.
no.
We can't even lift it non-magically. All of us working together could lift it.
Okay, guys. I think here's our play. So I've got that rod of lordly might that can turn into a ladder. So what we do is we find a really big boulder, put the ladder over top of it with at the halfway point, lower the one half of it down with this smaller boulder that we need to throw over 120 feet onto the end of it and kind of lock it in place. And then, as we put all of our combined weight into the other end of the ladder and thus create some sort of launching system to throw this boulder as far as we possibly can.
So you want to create leverage using your ladder and another boulder as a fulcrum?
Yes, that's exactly the words I was looking for.
Can't I just use magic?
I mean, I don't know. Shit all over my great idea, Thaddeus. Whatever.
No, you do you, man. I want to see this happen. Yeah, I want to see something go woo.
It was too good. It was too beautiful to live.
It was too good. I feel like I think we should try Flint's plan because we need to save spells.
It's a good point.
I agree.
Also, way more fun.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's work together.
Let's
team.
work together. I like it.
Okay,
Teamwork. And I jump into the air,
so
but no one
what's
else
the
does.
combined weight of everybody, if that's what you're doing? I mean, not that I'm going to do all the physics behind
Sure,
it, but it'll
sure.
give me an
I'm
idea.
110 pounds.
Flint
You are
is 164 pounds. 25
You
of
are
which is
willowy.
beard.
Hey, Thea? Whoa.
I'm wayfish.
Yeah, you're wayfish. I forget how tall I am. I probably weigh like 160 pounds. I'm like normal size.
Jeez, Thaddeus is 143. Thaddeus is a skinny dude, too.
I'm surprised that Flint was that skinny.
Well, he's
I know
only
that
4'8".
seems low,
He's
but
beefy.
thick. I'm
And-
5'2", and I don't weigh that much less than that, and I am not a dwarf.
Flamykins is 52 pounds.
Aw, she's
All right, it's canon now, 194 pounds.
Okay, 194.
You're like skinny shaming Flint. We didn't mean to.
Combined,
true.
you all
And
weigh
Donnie.
559 pounds.
and Donnie,
Donnie.
who is
and
bigger
Donnie.
now.
And Donnie can, like, take a head
I-
start flying into that thing.
Yeah, see,
I get guacamole out
Oh,
as well.
guac, of
and
course.
I call guacamole out.
Okay. So let's say we're up to like
We need her
700.
anyway in
Let's
here.
say we're up to like 700 pounds. Maybe more. Let's go 800 pounds.
okay. I don't know how physics works.
I didn't
at
know
all,
we were
so I
going to
don't
get
know
like
if
a
this is
math
believable.
master class tonight.
No, I'm just
Well,
using it
we
for my
need-
own.
We need more weight to push down if we don't weigh as much or have much as.
Okay, so how this is going to work is this is Flint's idea. So
So it's all his fault if it doesn't work.
Flint
Go
is
on.
going to be making the rolls for it.
Okay.
Anybody can assist in those rolls to give advantage, but that's what we're going to do. So
How many times can we do that?
explain to me. Well, we'll see what happens on the first one. Explain to me what happens during the setup again.
Okay,
here.
so we find the biggest boulder that we can, like maybe the one that was kind of the size that Amy was sitting on earlier, whatever. Because I imagine we have to throw it either back to the giants or from
That's
the
what I was
Cyclopses
thinking,
back
right?
this way. Like, I'm not sure. Okay, so we find a rock that's close by, that's bigger than the one that we're needing to throw, and we use the ladder with the big rock as, what'd you call it, Amy? A fulcrum? In the middle.
Yes.
We're making simple
I guess I-
machines. Work
It's been
very
so
smart.
long since I did any of this stuff in like math that I've
Yeah.
No, it's
forgotten
good.
all about it, because you don't need math in the real world,
Listeners,
kids.
please correct us if we are
Oh.
using
Oh,
any of these
100%
terms.
we're
It's gonna
wrong.
be
Incorrectly.
100%
But
wrong.
yeah, so we use a larger rock as like the fulcrum, and have the ladder in its full mode, which it can support up to 5,000 pounds or something, the book said. So we should be free and clear as far as that's concerned. We have the boulder that we need to throw, weighing it down on one end like a seesaw, and then we all pile on at the other end in like some sort of, I don't know, maybe we all jump off guacamole and land on the fucking thing. I don't know. But somehow we need to all put all of our weight on that end and hurl that boulder.
So
Well, even just like,
Oh yeah, that would work too.
right.
the
Would
only
it? I feel like it would crush us.
the only thing I'm gonna probably change here. Not change, because this is canon. It's how it's been portrayed within the game. Is the ladder you're speaking of is more of a pole with like things that shoot out the side. So it's a climbing pole, not so much a
Like a pogo
dual-sided
stick
ladder.
with many different.
Pretty sure that's how we've described it before.
All right.
I do not remember the way
I'm
you're
going
Me
back to
neither,
the
but
book.
that makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense if it's like a sword,
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a rod,
and then it just kind of shing.
Seems reasonable, I guess.
It does have a spike at the bottom and 3 hooks at the top, though. So in theory, you could manipulate that to hold that boulder in place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This is going to be it's going to be a straight strength roll.
Okay, that's like my best
I think.
one. So-
Because so all of you are trying to aid Flint, or you're all aiding in the thing. But yeah, so Flint is going to make the roll. Anybody who wants to aid can give assistance, and then I believe it's just advantage that he gets.
Is this going to be like a rule that we could have been using the entire time we've been playing, but never knew about?
actions in combat. This is the page that you should look at.
Probably a thing we should have read.
So you can lend your aid to another creature in the completion of a task. When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task you are helping with, provided that it makes the check before the start of your next turn. Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You feint distraction to cause advantage.
So, like, I could get on my hands and knees behind someone that Thia's fighting, and she could push that person over top of me?
Yep.
It's a classic move.
Or, like, if you were a tabaxi, you could, like, get the crowd pumped up.
Oh, yeah,
to distract people.
Yep.
Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. It's amazing. You really should listen to it.
We need that t-shirt. That needs to be coming.
That's my favorite. It's one of my
Are you
favorite things
entertained?
that's
Are you
ever
not
happened.
entertained?
We do need that on a shirt, but it's just for patrons of only people that have heard it. Anyway,
Well, that's an inside joke.
it is an inside joke. Also, we're still learning so much about how Dungeons and Dragons work.
That's true.
Help, guys. That's an action we can do.
Okay, so what's your strength there, Flint?
My strength is 19.
Okay. And you're rolling with advantage?
My homies.
I am rolling with my homies.
He is almost literally rolling with his homies.
Right?
Look at that. Okay, so I guess I get 2 rolls then, hey?
You sure do. Hey there, I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 49 of Dumbgeons & Dragons, titled A Giant Competition. Just a quick reminder that we're hoping to see your fan art as our contest continues until the end of September. If you submit a piece of fan art to social media, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, you could win a limited edition custom designed t-shirt from the wonderful folks at Pop Culture Wars. We posted a little tease of the design on our Patreon page that anyone can see, so hit up patreon.com/dumbdragoncast to take a peek at that. It's from our awesome friend Matt Garbutt, who's putting together this sweet piece of art for this giveaway that will only be available in this giveaway. And while you're hanging out, clicking buttons, click over to popculturewars.com for all of your pop culture needs. They're an emerging store run by a group of great people whose passion is providing awesome gear to help bring you closer to your heroes, with a range of creative, hilarious designs and custom apparel system that will let you put what you want on a t-shirt, hoodie, or tank top. Pop Culture Wars has it all. Not only that, but they've got all of the latest news from your favorite shows, movies, and pop culture content. Pop Culture Wars, that's with a Z or a Z, really has everything you could ever need condensed into one tiny, convenient place. It's actually pretty big, so go check it out. You know you want to get over and check out their socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or find it all through their website, popculturewars.com. That's Pop Culture Wars with a Z or a Z. Life is always better with pop culture. If you're liking what we do here on the show and want to support us directly and help us do some pretty amazing things like upgrading some of our recording equipment or flying to PodCon 2 in Seattle in January, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. And there you'll find that Patreon is a fantastic way to support the creators you love within a budget that works for you. There are tons of great perks and rewards for joining our community, like the new arc that officially starts today with episode 1. We do have an episode 0 and a 0.5. But yeah, that starts today with episode 1 as this is officially released for all of our patrons, where we are playing, and I use that term incredibly loosely, but we are playing Fake Core. And we try really hard. But you know what? We're telling a super fun story anyways, and we think that you will like it too. We invite you to go check everything out at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. Another way you can support the show is by talking about us and sharing Dungeons & Dragons on social media, or when you're hanging out at your LGS or hanging out with your own gaming friends. All of our social media links and more about us and the show can be found at dumbdragons.com. So go check out the website and join, follow, or like where you can today. And a huge thanks to Syrinscape for some of the amazing atmosphere and sound and music. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com to bring your games to life. Links for everything mentioned today, you can find them in the description. Next episode will be out next Wednesday, August 22nd. Let's jump back into the maze and see if the dice are ever in the player's favor. Have a great week. We'll talk soon.
All right, first roll was a 15, so that's a 19. Second roll is also a 15 or 19. So That is the third
wanna
15
help
I've
him.
rolled tonight.
You already did help
We
him.
already helped.
That was his advantage.
Okay.
So, with a 19, you all, like in one fell swoop, Guacamole and Donnie are trying to use all their might, and you manage to get the boulder up. And it's in the air,
Oh, no.
and it flies for,
Oh, no.
it seems like forever. But then it lands about 40 feet away
Oh.
and rolls about 20 feet. And Nulara hears the giant say, "Not far enough."
Dang, guys.
Does she yell back, "No shit"?
I was worried it was going to land on a sheep.
I was worried it was just gonna
Land
go
on
up
us.
and then
Directly
land
on
us. And end of
Party
campaign.
kill. I didn't even have to do it. You did it yourself.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, God.
What an end! What an end to 3
An
years.
ignominious
Playing with
end.
you guys.
I love it.
Oh,
In a
man.
rock throwing
we-
contest.
We might need to use magic, you guys. I don't think we're strong enough.
So, what do you guys got?
Yeah, Thaddeus, what you got?
I got levitate, or, I got reduce and large. I can make it small and one of you big.
But I don't think that's going to fly for the actual boulder itself. Has to be the same size when we throw it. But
No, they
how
said it
big
has to be
can
the
each
same
one of
boulder.
us?
They didn't say it has to be the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's true.
I don't know. Just ask them.
Are we... So, technically speaking, it just needs to be the same boulder. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Do they not get it? No, I don't think they get it. Okay, so you pick up that boulder that you just, that one.
Mm-hmm.
You did very good job, but not good enough. So you take that boulder and you throw it farther.
Okay.
You just do it.
Okay.
Is this like a Matrix situation where we can just like suspend our belief in like the law of physics and it'll just go as far as we want it to go?
I don't know what you refer to.
I was asking Russ, not the
you guys
Cyclops.
can't talk together.
Well, it sounds like... they think I'm a real dum-dum. We just gotta throw that boulder. So, Thaddeus,
Let's shrink it.
It's your magic. What's gonna work best, do you think?
If I levitate it, we can push it.
Mhm.
See if that works. Worst they say is no. It doesn't seem like they want to hurt us.
This is true. Let's try that first. It seems less, seems like we could play it off more naturally.
I don't even think we have to play it off naturally at this point. I think we just need to make it happen.
Yeah, fair.
Can we push it with his rod of lordly might and just kind of walk it over to the 150 feet or whatever?
We can't walk it over. You have to throw it.
Well,
Right,
Thaddeus is
throw.
going to have to walk with it for a little bit because he can have 60 feet of
Just, like,
range on
behind
either
it.
side. So yeah,
Yeah, you can just run beside it, but I think to give it a good shove, I don't know.
We could do the ladder trick again. It'll be light. It'll go further.
Sure, let's give it a try.
I don't think it'll go directionally the way we want to go. If it's levitate, won't
Well,
it just
yeah, it's-
continue on the trajectory?
Straight up in the air.
Excuse me, Cyclopses. What happens if we
Technically, it
I
would
don't
be
know,
disappeared.
disappeared?
That's going to
Your
kill
boulder.
sheep later.
3 hours later, you just hear a strangled cry.
Betsy, no!
Betsy.
Well.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thaddeus begins casting levitate, and the boulder rises vertically up into the air, about pushability height, which is about, I don't know, say 10 feet. It can go up to 20 feet, but you wouldn't be able to reach it then.
It's a true story.
Well, I think
Does
Flint is
Thaddeus?
gonna
I
have
was going to say,
reach
does
it.
Thaddeus have to push it because it's his thing? Or I still think Flint should do it because he's by far the strongest of us, so it would go
Sure.
the furthest. So maybe
Maybe he could.
if you could
stand
knock
on
that
one of the
down a
other
little
boulders.
below
Yeah,
the
I
10
got to
feet.
hop on someone's shoulders here.
He waves his hands, and it goes down a little bit.
All right, perfect. So yeah, am I rolling for this, Russ, or am I just tossing it? What's happening here?
What are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to push it? Or are you trying to throw it? Or are you trying
I
to...
am trying to throw/push
Like-
it. Yeah, kind of like
Give it the old heave ho.
yeah,
sure,
like
give me a
like
strength
I'm
check.
throwing a ball in soccer and I'm going over the head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sure.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that. Thaddeus is like, just don't throw it so fast. Can't run very fast. But okay.
Oh, God.
If he has like a 40 or 50 foot head start on me, then it'll still be within the
he
60
can
foot
go.
range.
Yeah, he'll already
He
be
begins
halfway there.
walking out.
Yeah.
So we'll say you have advantage because I assume somebody's helping you.
I need a lot of help, so I assume that too.
Or just like encouraging from the side.
All right, that's a 14, the first roll. Oh, nat 20.
You walk up to you explain to me how you happen, and then I'll tell you what happened.
So I've got it kind of in my hands, and then true to throwing a soccer ball in back to the field, I put it over my head, and then hop like a step and a half forward and give it the old heave ho towards Thaddeus, doing my best to keep it level. I don't want it on an angle of any sorts.
Sure, yeah. You do that, and you're using all your might, and it feels pretty light to you at this point because of the reduced weight being, magic now. And it begins to cruise towards the giants area where the giants threw from. Sorry, the
they're giants.
Sorry, it begins to cruise. They are giant creatures. So
Yeah, but are they giants?
technically,
Yeah.
yes, cyclopses are giants. They speak giant. They are giant.
I'm learning so much today.
Help, giants!
Continue,
It's mind blowing.
Yeah. And it begins cruising along, and it kind of catches up and surpasses Thaddeus, and he begins to jog a little bit. And it goes and it kind of parts the cyclopses, and they step as it goes by. And it hits the hedge and begins to roll sideways. And Thaddeus, once he thinks that it's made it past, he drops the levitate spell, and it hits the ground, and the cyclopses kind of look back to where you threw it, where theirs landed, because you threw it from the second point from a different spot, and to where it landed now. And they turn to you, and Nulara, you hear them say, "You did it, puny people!"
Yay!
We did it! Yay! So what way's the tower?
You got to go. You got to go that way. But wait, hold on. You have to go back out that way. Hold on. And one of the cyclopses goes and picks up another boulder. And he lifts it above his head and smashes it down on top of the rock that you just threw. And it cracks open, and he reaches down into the rubble and like dusts something off and walks over to you and hands you a topaz gemstone and says, "You can go now, I guess."
Thank you. We can go,
We're gonna
guys.
get all the birthstones, you guys.
Yeah, totally.
Is there some sort of gauntlet we could put this?
That's right.
So I assume you just bid your cyclopses farewell.
Indeed.
Do you head out the way you came, or the far?
I gotta go the far
I
right.
guess the far side. I mean, it just
Sure.
will probably take us back to the fucking sundial room, but
Right.
maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. You begin walking out, and you pass through the pasture, and you see the sheep, and then you walk out, and it's a pretty quick journey this time. It only takes you about 30 seconds, and you end up back in the sundial room, with the sundial shadows still pointing to A and C.
Where's the tower in relation?
You actually don't see the tower this time.
What kind of fuckery is this, Russ?
I don't know. Soups haven't figured it out. I don't know if you guys have, but
Nope, sure haven't figured it out yet.
Me neither.
What way are our shadows? Like, are they still counterintuitive to what's actually in the moonlight or on the sundial, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. They don't seem to be facing the same direction anybody's shadow seems to be facing. Well, everybody else's shadow seems to be facing where the moonlight is coming from. But everybody else's, or the sundial shadow.
But those shadows haven't moved.
Haven't moved. Still pointed at the A and C exits.
guys, it seems like we might just have to go through
All of them?
all of them. Yeah, I mean, we tried A and it circled around. We went through C and found the jewels. Went through H, found the giants. So
I don't know. I think maybe we should go through A or C again.
Damn it, Amy. When Russ smiles like that, it's the wrong thing to do.
Is it? Or when one of us says, "I think we're just gonna have to go through every single one of them," and he goes like this.
Well,
Is that the
when we
Russ
went
needs a better poker face?
when we went through A, nothing happened originally, right? It just circled us back around, so we could try that again.
When you originally went through A,
Yeah.
like when it was only pointed at A,
Yeah.
it came in and it was the shadows changed to A and C.
Yeah, and the tower.
But
and
nothing
everything.
happened when we went through A, right?
Yeah.
This is what
Let's
I was
try
saying.
again.
Yeah, this is what I was saying in game, Russ. My
Jeez,
friends.
Russ, yeah.
Okay.
God, mind your own business.
God, DM. This weird
needs to
voice
know
coming from
everything.
the heavens.
It's me, Iskander. Have you figured it out yet?
Shut up, Iskander.
Or give us better, or give us better tips. Thea, do you want to try A again,
Sure.
just to see? Let's see what
Didn't hurt.
happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk through it.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's like another 40 seconds to walk down this winding path. And you enter. And ahead, you see a bubbling fountain
Ooh,
filling
that's
the
new.
pathway. It's filling the pathway. Large, bright flowers grow in the hedges on both sides of the fountain, and each blossom shimmering in the light. The air smelling particularly fresh and sweet here. So a large flower grows on each northern and southern side of each square.
Guys, it's so pretty in here.
Makes me think it's probably poison.
You're so cynical.
If only we had people that knew nature.
So this is like a long corridor with a path going up the center. There's a bubbling fountain in the center. There's large bright flowers that grow in hedges on both sides of the fountain. So imagine like your north is one hedge, south is one hedge, and you cut through the center there. As you get closer, you can see that the shimmering of the flowers comes from a large pearl set into each one. So previously, you guys found yourselves arriving at Zonthal's tower and escorted into the maze, where you saw who screaming at you?
Magellan.
The dude we were supposed to see.
Yep, not Magellan.
Oh,
Magellan. Galileo.
I can't read your writing.
Which one of the astronomers was it?
And the sprinkle of gold breadcrumbs that Tom just threw because money doesn't mean anything to you guys
It
Are
doesn't.
gone.
are gone.
They were coppers. It's no big thing.
It's like dropping pennies.
Yeah.
What are pennies? The
So-
millennials who listen to us say.
You have entered.
Amy, we went over this. You are a millennial.
Oh, but I'm not happy about it. Sorry, Russ.
Sorry, Russ.
It's another podcast. Are you a millennial?
Yep. Yep, you do.
He's dialing up. Hold on a second.
Because I can edit out crunches and stuff. I can't edit out squeaks.
We've already apologized for the squeaks.
We want to see a real life throw. While you throw that squeaky toy, it'll be analogous to you throwing that pebble in
Perfect.
game. Amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
Okay, I chucked this pebble.
And I say,
Wow,
Is that
Carla,
what you
that was
say?
great.
Squeak, squeak. That's what
That's
giant
not what I
sounds like.
expect a giant to sound
Giants. I know it's like when Mike Tyson speaks, and you're like, really? Wasn't expecting that.
So,
like. Are they like big red flowers that just look like? Are they in
So there are, like,
green
7
plumbing pipes?
there are like 7 flowers.
I'm thinking
Da-na-na-na-na.
eat us as we walk by.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na-na.